We're good.
All right. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Kevin the Tech Ninja, and you are on the right video. This is Tech Talk and BS. As always, I'm with my co-host, Mr. Ryan O'Neill, your friendly Scotsman. I practiced that for like 2 weeks. And we also
So
have we also have the guy that you guys know as Keaton from Tech Smart, and we have him. And it's Keaton. It's a super honor to first of all to have you on the show. Thanks for being here and checking us out, man. So I really appreciate that.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thanks for coming
man.
on, man. So
Yeah.
at the start of every show, we usually like to give our guest a little 30 seconds just to say hello, introduce yourself, let everybody know what they're about. So no pressure, man. Just carry on.
Ooh, on the spot. Hi, I'm Keaton. I have a YouTube channel called Tech Smart. Pretty much just make videos on just tech and really whatever I want. And yeah, I just kind of been on YouTube for a bit. Kind of like Kevin and Kevin and Ryan. There we go. That's horrible. That's horrible. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. I'm just another
right.
YouTuber like everyone else. So.
Right, I'm away.
Sorry.
Oh, that's cool, man. That was good. So, I'm just checking Twitter for any questions. As always, guys, if you have any questions for Keaton, then send them in with the hashtag TTBS, and we will definitely get them read out on the show, as we like all the interactions. So, what's been up? Anything?
Yeah, Keaton. So a question that people always it's going to ask today, like, what's your daily drivers as far as like laptop, phone, tablet, etc. Like, what are you rocking?
Interesting. All right, so it's gonna just be pretty much all Apple. So I'll just get that away right here. But I've been using the S6 a good bit. So it's kind of a combo between the two. I in my pocket I always keep two phones, minimum of two. One for Periscope and Snapchat because it uses a bunch of data. So it's typically and then it typically will switch between the iPhone 6 Plus and then the Samsung Galaxy S6. Laptop, the 2014 MacBook Air. I guess main machine is the 2012 iMac. You know, it's pretty basic.
Cool.
How about you guys? What do you guys use as daily drivers?
Well, I'm currently using the G4 just because I'm reviewing, but my main device that I use every day is the OnePlus One, just because the battery life is awesome and I don't ever have to worry. But I have all of these crap.
I like it.
S6 and S6 Edge are just like so bad. Battery life is absolutely terrible. So
Yeah.
I don't even bother with them.
Yeah, I'm married to my OnePlus because, as Ryan said, battery life. But I'm cheating on my OnePlus with the S6 Edge. It's like it's a love-hate relationship, man. Like I want to love the phone so much, but the battery life isn't long enough for me to love it. It dies midway through the loving. So I can't keep up with the phone. It's the most frustrating phone I've used in my life because it could be so great and yet the battery life doesn't last at all. I used the 6 Plus for 28 days. I had it a review unit through Verizon, and it's actually not bad. Like I'm not really big on Apple phones, but I didn't feel like I was missing out on much, and I think the gap between Apple and Android has closed to the point where I could pick up the iPhone and use it, and I'll be completely happy with it.
No, exactly. I agree.
Yeah, and for me to say that like hurts my soul a little bit, like a little bit of me is dying on the inside. But I mean, I'm realizing that like these two operating systems are so similar now, and of course you're gonna have better things on each side, but it's such minor stuff now, man. It's like, you know, what's the point, man? Get what you like, you know.
Exactly.
Because I think they're functional products either way. So
Yeah, I'm using the iPhone 6 as well. I always take like both devices with me on a daily basis, but I'll probably use the iPhone a lot more now that the jailbreak's out for 8.3. I don't know, do you jailbreak at all, Keaton?
I jailbroke for a while, and then my battery life on my 6 Plus was just, I mean, I was having to charge the thing like 3-4 times a day, which is depressing. So I thought, you know, being the consumer that just wants to be like, oh, it's got to be the jailbreak, you know, the jailbreak, it's got to be that. So I unjailbroke, saw a little bit better battery life. So I have in the past, I think it's cool. It's just, I only really use like 2 tweaks, so it's kind of like, why, you know?
yeah. Since we're on topic of this, actually, Brandon tweeted in a question for you, Keaton. He
Sure.
said, what will it take to convince you to use an Android smartphone over an iPhone as your daily driver?
T-Mobile unlocking my S6. Like that's pretty much it. Um, I guess. I mean, there's not really anything holding me back. It's just I have two SIM cards. That's kind of how it's always been. My Verizon will not work on my T-Mobile locked phone, nor will I get T-Mobile. So I guess that's kind of it. The phone that I've really been attracted to the most is probably the S6, like you guys have said. I don't know. I like how it feels. I really like how they've done with TouchWiz this year. There's some good themes coming out. There's a nice material design theme. That's pretty much it. Now that Periscope is on Android, I mean, there's
Yeah.
nothing really holding me back at all.
Yeah. Now, to edge or not to edge, that is the question for you, Keaton.
Sure. So I guess like, do you want to save $100 or spend $100? I would say not. I'd say not to edge, just because like I don't know. If I was buying a phone for my dad, I don't think he would care. I just kind of feel like that's just most of the people that I'm recommending phones to. I mean, it looks awesome. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's definitely one of those eye-catching things. It's just for an extra $100, I feel like you could get a good case and maybe even a nice stand or whatever. So I'm gonna say not to edge.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say over in the UK it's like so different. Most people over here probably take out contracts, and the Edge and the S6 are both the same price, so it doesn't really make a difference as much over here. Obviously, if you're buying unlocked, it's a different story altogether.
Yeah.
But I would. Sorry, carry on, Kevin.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, man. I was gonna say I'm a huge fan of the Edge, not for the software features, but I think it's a fresh take on a phone. Like, I mean, it's the first time we're seeing something different from a phone in so many years, and I just sort of like how the text kind of falls off the screen and how images can fall off the screen and stuff. It's just I don't know. I just think for me, it just has that wow factor, and that's why I get phones. I mean, it's why a lot of people buy nice cars. They get it for that wow factor. So that's why I look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree, and I kind of hope that the new note, follows the kind of Edge theme. I know you reckon it's definitely going to be, but we'll definitely see. The new leaks kind of suggest not, though, don't they?
Yeah. Did someone do a video on the Note 5 leak? Hang on, who could? Oh, it's you. Yes, I watched it.
Yeah. And I've been seeing leaks come out, but that one is from that website, that nowhereelse.fr, and they were spot on with the M9. I mean, they were
They've been
spot on with it.
All the time. I mean, it's most likely it's probably right. So
yeah, and that's the only reason I covered it, because like I hate like leak videos. Every time someone makes a render, oh, it must be a leak. Make a video. No. But I think this one is the most credible, because I think Samsung is really going to stick to what they do with the S6 and convert it to the Note. Now I'm surprised, because I was thinking that they're going to have the Note just kind of be the Edge variant of the S6, just a larger one. I always thought that for some reason, but I think that's what we're going to have. It's not going to be an SD card and a memory card. I mean, it's not going to have the slot for the SD card, not got a removable back anymore like people think. This is what you're going to get with Samsung, period. So
Yeah, I would agree. As much as it annoys me, I would prefer to have the removable battery and the SD card, if I'm honest. Just because I've got like a large music collection, and I kind of like to have it all with me rather than have to pick and choose what songs to put on it each time I want to go somewhere.
Yeah.
But obviously Samsung has got other ideas, so let's just see what they do, I suppose.
Yeah.
So we've got another question, something we're actually talking about before the show started, and it's about the LG G4. Joshua Choppy, cool Choppy, you know Choppy, you've been on his show.
yeah, I was on his live stream.
Yeah, so he's wondering, will you review the G4?
I'm not gonna do a standalone review. I don't know. I guess I just the way I feel about reviews these days, I don't know. I feel like doesn't really matter. I'd rather just share like my 1 month experience on it, just kind of give you guys or give I guess my viewers just how it went over the month. I feel like it's a little bit more natural. So I'm not gonna do a G4 video. I'm not gonna do an M9 video. I'm not even gonna do an S6 video. I'm just gonna do an Android project video. And that should kind of encapsulate my experiences on all those devices. It kind of just give something fun and different,
Yeah.
That sounds reasonable. Kevin's starting to get a bit bored with reviewing as well, aren't you, man?
Yeah, well, it's not that I'm. Yeah, okay, I am bored of reviews. I just think, the whole typical review thing was good when there's only a couple people doing it, and now that there's so many reviewers out there, you have to make yourself different and do something fun and fresh. Like if I'm doing a video just to do it, I'm not going to enjoy myself. It's going to be boring. So I just think it's really good that you're going to take a fresh look at it and do like an Android experience review, or my favorite 3 devices of the summer review, like stuff like that. I think is better, and it also gives the audience a better understanding of the device versus just, hey, these are the specs. Hey, I used it in my office and I did a couple things on it. It's really fast. Here's a benchmark. Enjoy. Like I think there's more to that to a review. So it's good. It's refreshing to see people like you do things differently, which is
Thank you.
Cool. So yeah, man. Speaking of that. A question from Brandon. Brandon sent like 20 questions, so I appreciate you, Brandon. And to get your question in, you can hashtag TTBS. He wants to know, like, what advice do you have for upcoming tech YouTubers, and what was that one defining moment? What was the one defining moment of your YouTube career?
Sure. All right. So I will start off with the moment, and then I'll get into the tips. But the one defining moment was when the Xbox One and PS4 both came out. It was like, maybe a few week difference between the two. So I picked both up. I want to do a really in-depth comparison on them, and after that, it kind of just, I don't like the words like viral, but it kind of just made my channel like blow up. It kind of put me on the map, if you will. I mean, I had I think maybe 50,000 subscribers. From that video, it quickly grew me all the way up to, it was like 80 or 90,000 subscribers. I remember going to CES 2014 with like 95,000 subscribers, hoping I would get it there because that would be a nice, fun celebration. Yeah, it's just like that moment. I mean, I spent 3 days with one of my best friends. I did not sleep for 3 days, and I just really wanted to make sure that I could get out a really good comparison between the two, and just kind of help bridge that gap between, do you want the Xbox One, which cost $100 more at the time, or what Sony was doing with the PS4. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, some tips I would give would just be, honestly, just have fun. Like, the more I have done YouTube, I've been on YouTube since 2007, but with my tech channel since 2010. Just have fun. Honestly, like, you don't want to be stressing about it. It's just not that good. And like, if you're watching someone who's stressed, like, you're gonna continue. Like, are you gonna want to watch them? Like, I personally would say no on that. And when you kind of go in with a free spirit and just kind of like a I don't really care attitude, it kind of just, I guess it like makes the videos a little bit more desirable. Like, you're confident, you want to be doing what you're doing, you're having fun. That's honestly it. If you're having fun, everything else is going to fall in place. And I think that's kind of been the biggest progression over like the last, I think, 4 to 5 months of my channel. Just, doing things I want to do, just, not kind of just like stepping away from, I guess, the notions of how the tech channels go. I don't know, it's just made it more enjoyable for me. And if I'm having a good time, hopefully you are having a good time watching my videos.
Yeah, that's definitely good advice, man. Like, being different is definitely got to be a priority. Because like there's so many people now, it's just unreal. I actually got to the point when the LG G4, obviously LG was giving it out to everyone, and when the reviews started hitting the sub boxes, it was like watching the same review over and over and over, and it was just like a different person speaking it. So yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. People just need to try something totally different, if you ask me. Something out there. Keaton, just a question. Like, I actually got this sent as a private message. I don't know why, but someone asking about your second channel, the Keaton channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is happening with it? They're asking.
Sure. Oh, I was hoping someone would ask this. So it's pretty much just coming down to, there's a lot of stuff going on in my life in terms of just doing what I love, and I don't want to make that channel half-assed. Like, I don't know. I really want to like launch, and I think this week it'll be a good time to. But I'm really doing something different on Periscope. I'm really, I spent the last week pretty much just planning things regarding Periscope. Speaking with a lot of people that work in that space, and just trying to, really build that to where I'm happy and like I'm really enjoying it. So I guess that it was supposed to launch last week. I'm hoping it'll launch this week. But yeah, I mean, it's not something I think about. There's a lot of people subscribe to it. That's something I've always wanted to do. I just kind of find that happy medium between I'll be making 5 videos a week now, streaming at least once a day, trying to respond to all the Snapchats, comments, tweets, etc. I mean, just a lot. And I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's just kind of making sure once I go into it, it turns out to be something I'm happy with.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keaton, you're like a Backstreet Boy, man. Like the people freaking
I have
love
the looks.
you.
I have the looks.
Oh, okay, yeah. Never mind. Let me take that back. Sorry, but I mean, like I don't know. You're like a Backstreet Boys, man. Like I went into one of your periscopes. And he had a million hearts going on, and people were like, "Oh, you're so cute. What hat are you wearing? What are you wearing?" And like it's just and that's cool, man. Like that's super exciting, man. So I think that's gonna do really well for you. Now, I'm kind of a periscoper a little bit. Like I periscope every once in a while. Like
every lunchtime you periscope.
Yeah. So I mean, when it's a good day, like for lunch, I go for a walk at work for lunch. I go for like a 1.5 mile walk every day, whatever. And I kind of periscope in, just kind of do like a little Q&A, ask some questions and stuff. And I did one today after church. I had one like I had a dock to my car. I kind of have fun with it a little bit, whatever. So what are some tips for like engaging people on Periscope, or like what do you think is, I guess the overall question, like what do you think the future of Periscope is, and what is this thing Periscope we're using today, and how is it going to be different tomorrow, I guess?
Yeah, I think how it's changed is I'll just use myself for example. When I first started it, who's messaging me? There we go. All right, let me just close my message here. I guess when I first started it, I didn't really know what it was going to be, and I just used it as a way to interact with, anyone who really wanted to tune in, ask questions, etc. But the more I look at it and the more I speak with people that are kind of in that field, the more that it's going to change. It's no longer going to be, hi, I'm just going to come sit down for 6 hours and just answer questions. And that just doesn't work. That gets boring. No matter, everyone's going to hit that point. So it's going to really progress into just, if you're doing something cool, you're going to show it and people are going to show up. Not to use this is a cool situation, but I got in a car accident yesterday. I started Periscope, and people were interested and to find out what happened. It just comes down to more content and theme-based things that I see that's where I see the app, kind of transitioning to, and that's kind of what Twitter wants it to. They're kind of trying to step away from more text-based tweets and kind of, move into video, move into live events, just really trying to engage you, because I think that live interaction is more powerful than even YouTube,
Yeah, I would agree, man. It's so much more fun, and obviously, somebody like me that's maybe on asking questions to some of the bigger YouTubers and stuff, it's definitely a lot more interesting. Actually watching their face, their expressions, their attitude while they're answering questions and stuff. I think you get to know the person a lot more than just somebody sitting behind the keyboard on Twitter or Google Plus or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty good, man. You've got it locked down anyway, for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. So I guess here's my serious question of the day, and then I'm going to be more light about this. Now, do you feel that people, including myself, who uses Periscopes to document their day, document their activities, they're becoming less connected by trying to be more connected to people on the internet, but they're less connected to their actual environment directly because they're looking at their phone all day?
Mm-hmm. Oh, good question. I think for a while I would have disagreed with you and probably be like, no, it's just another way to interact with your viewers or whatever. But I think the more I look at it, the more it's almost diminishing the urgency and kind of the special qualities of wanting to hang out with you. I know this firsthand. I spent 6 hours of my day streaming on Periscope. I don't regret it at all, but after a while, it just comes down to why would I want to join his stream? He's going to be there later on. So kind of just building up that that special moments, that urgency, and I guess that kind of comes back to the content and the themes. That if you're doing something cool, you're going to show it. People are going to want to check it out. Doesn't really matter how many times you do it, as long as you're doing something cool. People are going to show it. The content is the most important part. That's how I kind of started to see the app.
Cool.
So see, in terms of obviously Periscope's pretty much just kind of vlogs, if you will. Would you ever dive right into maybe like a daily vlog kind of style?
I don't
As a
know.
YouTube wise, I mean.
No, and the reason why is if I ever start that, I don't know if I would want to continue to do Periscope. That was my answer for a while. I mean, right now I don't know. I mean, I don't mind vlogs. I don't think my life is that interesting always. I mean, I travel a fair bit, but I mean, you're only gonna want to see me at LAX once or twice. I mean, it's an airport. Like, it's literally an airport. That's it. So I mean, maybe down the line, if a lot of people ask me to do vlogs, I'll start. But for now, I think I'm good with Periscope, and I kind of want to launch that my new channel, and then just kind of see where that takes me. You know.
Nice man. So, all right. So on to the lighter stuff now, I suppose. We got a question about why are you returning your Segway?
I like how you said that, Swedgeway. I like that.
Swagway.
The reason why is one of the lights never really turned on, and now that my Swagway is very beat up and very scratched from not being. I mean, there's a big learning curve. I'll explain that in my review. But now that there's a lot of scratches on there and the light didn't work from the start. I mean, I'm gonna return it, get a new color, and just kind of. You can just carry on with it. I mean, if I can get that thing fixed and just get a brand new one for free, and kind of try to get rid of some of those scratches on the new one. I mean, that's why.
That's a good answer. I'm currently just about to order the hoverboard.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty excited about trying to learn that. It looks pretty looks pretty dangerous, man. So
yeah, that is nuts. I've seen two Segways before, and one time was at the mall, and one time, I'm not sure if Keaton, if you've been to Ann Arbor, Michigan before.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, it was a bunch of hippies there, so I saw the Segway, and then, I mean, this is a while ago. This was probably 2008, 2007, and it was like a Segway class. And they were like teaching people how to ride Segways, and seeing like a 60-year-old woman in a Segway spinning and play Scream at the top of her lungs. Like, I wish Periscope was out because I want to Periscope that really bad. Like, so that was my time seeing Segways. And I mean, Segways are kind of cool, man. Like, every time I do see one, and like you really turn your head and look at it, like, that's pretty cool. It's one of those fun big boy toys, I guess. Which is
big
pretty
boy.
Cool.
I like that.
Big boy toys, yeah, man. So now Brandon had another question about tablets. So I'm going to answer after you answer because you are a guest of honor. But he wants to know, like, what do you want to see from a productivity tablet to replace your laptop if possible?
Interesting. I don't know. I mean, I have an iPad Mini 3. Say that right? An iPad Mini 3. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't really used it ever since school. The only reason I really bought a tablet is because that was like the only way to be connected in school. Because there's like the phone thing, which I didn't really like listen to. So I guess that was like it. I think in terms of, I want to see something more along the lines of what the new MacBook is. I think that is kind of like the perfect medium for me. But I don't know. I mean, I think tablets are kind of on the way out, and smartphones are going to start, advancing a little bit more to kind of replace that. But I don't know. I mean, I'd like some front-facing speakers. I'd like to see a little bit more of that. That's really it. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember the last time I bought a tablet besides my iPad.
Yeah, the last time I bought a tablet was the Nexus 7, and it's just to use as a monitor for my DSLR. Like, I don't actually use it as a tablet. But I totally agree. I think tablets are probably on the way out, which is a shame because they are pretty cool. But I mean, phones are getting so big now, and I mean, do you really need a tablet?
Yeah, tablets. Yeah, tablets are pretty much dead in my opinion. It was funny because when tablets first came out, we were all like, "Oh, what's the point of a tablet? Why do you need one?" And then like 2 years later, everyone had to have a tablet. And now that phones became bigger, tablets are like, I mean, they're kind of cool. I had it to my kid. My kid plays Angry Birds with it, and that's pretty much it. So it's like, what is a tablet? Like, what is the point of this tablet now? Especially with the MacBook, as you mentioned. MacBook Air or the new MacBook, they're so thin now. It's so light. It's like, I mean, I'm not as productive on a tablet as I would be on a full computer, and that's just a few ounces heavier. So what's the point? And also that once you have a tablet, you don't need to upgrade. Like it can only get so thick. So I don't know. That's just kind of the way I look at it. So it was funny because kind of changing gears here. Off air, me and Keaton were talking about when I met him at CES and how I thought he was someone else directly. So and I thought he was Tech Rex for some reason. I don't know why. So probably because I was like up 20 hours in a row. I didn't sleep at all. It was hot as heck outside, and I was trying to shoot B-roll of a drone. So I kind of was miscombobulated. So Keaton, I want to apologize in front of the world, and I apologize for calling you Tech Rex.
It's all good.
Now, as far as like camera gear, like what do you like? What's your current? So how about this? What's your current setup now, and what did you start with, and kind of see the progression?
Interesting. I started with my family video camera. I think, like all of us, I didn't have a lot of money. I just wanted to like kind of dive on into YouTube. And my job at UPS, you know, it's a little rocky. So it was just a basic, Sony camera. And then I saved up enough money. My birthday was shortly after, and I ended up being able to get a T2i. At the time, it was like $800. It was crazy. And I just kind of go from there. I kind of just started to make videos, try to save up for that next lens. And then I bought a Canon Vixia, thinking that those kinds of video cameras were.
You went from a DSLR to,
Yeah, and then I switched back to the T3i just because I wanted to flip the pop-out screen or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's just I still have them both downstairs. Now I'm kind of done with DSLRs. I think I really don't want to deal with the hassle. So I just use a bunch of RX100s, and I'm very happy. The quality has gotten better ever since I've used the RX100. My T3i is on its way out. So.
What do you think about 4K? You get any interest in it at all? Really?
I'm interested in it, but I just it's still too expensive to where I can say, Grandma, you want to watch me in 4K, or like, hey, Dad, you want to watch me in 4K? Like, yeah, I mean, it's gonna look better on YouTube. I don't know the technical term behind it, but it's gonna look better on YouTube. But I mean, besides our like tech community, who else really cares? Like.
Yeah, that's what I say, man. I mean, it is probably
like 2 years. If once it becomes cheaper and stuff, I'll switch. But for now, I think 1080p looks foxy and delicious.
That's a good description, man. Foxy.
Foxy.
I'm gonna start saying that, man. I don't know. I don't wonder what people will say. I'm using that in work tomorrow, man.
Foxy.
Foxy lady.
Ryan, no, Ryan.
No.
Hey Ryan, you know what? It's 2:41 p.m. Eastern time. That means you need to speak with an American accent starting now.
No. I'll ask a next question in my American accent. All right.
All right, grab the next question then. Gotta hear it.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Right. Okay, Keaton, are you excited for the OnePlus 2?
It's pretty good. Yeah, I am excited for it. It's just, I think the cost behind the OnePlus One was kind of its biggest seller. As long as, I was going to say as long as the specs are good, but at this rate, like, do specs really matter? I mean,
no.
they don't. I'm excited to see what they do. I'm really excited to see USB Type-C. I think that's kind of like the one thing, like, I'm really pumped for. Yeah, I'm excited. I really enjoyed the OnePlus One. It was one of those phones that, like, I was attached to even till this day. Like, I still use it. I really like it. So I think they have a good head on their shoulders, and I'm hoping the OnePlus 2 is just that much better.
Yeah, I just hope that the battery life's just as good.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna happen.
I know.
I'm sorry. It's using the Snapdragon 810. Nothing good comes from that chip. I don't care if it's the new version of it or not. The Sony has the new version of it. It's terrible, and this is the newer version of it. It's.
What is it? Version 2.1.
It's gonna be a disaster, man. It's gonna be a disaster. I'm calling it right here. I'm sorry. I lost all faith in Snapdragon because it's been 7 months with this chip, and nothing has came out with this chip that actually ran correctly yet. So I'm a little upset about it.
I can see that.
Hey, can you see the frustration in my eyes?
Yeah, man, I can feel it. Coming through my headphones right now, man. I'm like, this guy is angry, man.
Yeah, I'm a little upset. But anyways, hey, speaking of USB-C, that's actually a good lead into our question from a friend of our show, Mr. Ash Taylor. He actually wants to know what are our thoughts on the USB-C connection. Like, what do we think about it besides just the different form factor? Like, what else do we want to see, and what do we think it will become?
I mean, I think besides, it's how universal it is in terms of it can power, it can obviously display to a TV or whatever. I think it's just kind of its universal qualities that make it so great. I mean, this is something I've always wanted. I've always wanted to have something just this kind of nice to have, not have to have, oh, I gotta get a micro USB, oh, gotta get a lightning, whatever. Just having one thing, I mean, I'm hoping in maybe a year or two, my next iMac will be powered up USB Type-C. Reduce that clutter with cables. And just something that, I see someone like an amusement park, their phone's dying. Just pass them the cord and they can get all powered up again. I just really like it for that.
Yeah. I'm excited. I mean, this is just like the most simplest part of it. I'm just excited at the fact that it's reversible, and when it's late at night and I need to plug my device in, I don't have to worry. I can just boom, and I'm away. I mean, that's the most simplest thing, but it's probably one of the things I'm most excited about, just because it's easy on my iPhone, so it'd be nice to have the same kind of flow on the Android devices.
Yeah. Now, do you think, Keaton, do you think that the iPhone is going to be USB-C, or everything's going to be Lightning to USB-C, or like, well, what do you think the iPhone's going to have?
Probably not, because Apple hates everyone.
Of course.
No, I don't. I don't think Apple will ever care. I mean, I really like what they've done with the MacBook. Just the MacBook. But maybe in a few years, I think it's still such a fresh idea and a fresh concept that maybe want to see how it looks on the OnePlus 2. And I mean, if that works flawlessly, maybe in the iPhone 7. Not the one we're seeing in the fall. The one after that, maybe we'll see it then. But I don't know. I think we got a little ways away for it.
Yeah.
Hope the Note 5 has it. If the Note 5 has it, that'd be awesome. You guys remember USB 3.0 on the Note 5?
Yeah. No.
The Note 3. Yeah, there we go.
Note 3.
Yeah, but it was backwards compatible too, which is a good thing though. So that's the only good thing about it. I mean, I did like having it. I just didn't utilize it at all. Like, it didn't provide for faster charging speeds or anything, so I didn't care that much.
Lan just messaged in, man. He's giving you a hard time about going off on the Snapdragon.
Hey man, I keep it real, man. I keep it real out here. So.
Okay, guys. So, any more questions? Just send them in. #TTBS. We're just trying to work our way through them all, and we will get to yours eventually. So just keep sending them in.
So Keaton, what's the future for TechSmart? Like, where do you see it going now?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I see it going just making more videos that I want to make. Kind of just having as much fun as I can, taking in bigger and better projects. That's kind of pretty much it. I'm just kind of trying to step away from always being inside to, I don't know, reviewing a hoverboard, like just doing stuff that interests me, because if I'm interested, chances are you're going to be interested. And that's kind of pretty much it. I want to keep growing my this channel. I really want to launch this new channel. I'm just kind of doing that and trying to find something everyone likes, whether it be on my tech channel, my list channel, or even this new channel. But that's pretty much it. Just doing cooler things. That's kind of the future.
Yeah.
See, some of my favorite videos of yours are the videos where you kind of like when you team up with people. Like some of your most recent ones, where the DIY custom like Apple Watch bands and stuff like that. I mean, stuff like that is, I mean, I don't know. It just gives more of a feel for the person. And it's like the way you interact with other people and stuff. That's the kind of videos I really like, I suppose. Do you notice videos like that maybe do a lot more for your channel?
I'm gonna do a lot more collabs with people that are just in different areas, because I don't know. I mean, I hit a point early 2015 where I was just bored. I mean, like, there's only so many top 5 features videos you can do. There's only so many unboxings you can do. That's just me. I mean, everyone hits that point, and I was just like, I don't really want to make YouTube videos on this anymore. I want to do something different. I want to have a lot more fun. And kind of gets back to the whole big tip I have is if you're having fun, other people are going to have fun. Like, it's very hard to hide having fun, and it's also very easy to see if you're not having fun. So just doing stuff that you want to do. I think that's what I'm going to keep doing.
Yeah, it's funny, Keaton, because like you really are echoing my thoughts exactly. As far as like the whole YouTube industry and kind of what I think is most important. Because I had a moment like 2 months ago or a month ago, whatever, when I was no longer with Android Authority, I kind of like was evaluating like my thoughts on YouTube and tech as a whole and like what I want to do. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna have fun. And odds are, if I like something, then my viewers are gonna like it too. Like it doesn't have to be about phones. It doesn't have to be about the new Snapdragon 805 processor. It could just be whatever, man. And people, because like we're people too. Like Keaton, like you wake up in the morning, you take a shower, you eat breakfast, whatever, and I do the same thing. So
I'm just naturally clean, so there's no shower. Yeah, exactly.
I wake up glowing. Yeah. So actually, this is a good question. When you're obviously not producing all your videos and all that kind of crap, what channels do you watch on a regular basis?
Oh, interesting. So I guess the big surprise here is tech. I don't watch any. I mean, I rarely watch tech videos. It's just like I make videos on it. Chances are, if you've seen a phone, I've probably seen the same phone. I watch a lot of vloggers from the UK. I have this weird obsession with UK vloggers. It's sad.
Who's your favorite vlogger from the UK?
I really like Casper Lee. He's my favorite YouTuber right now. So
yeah.
Yeah. Like Joe Sugg, Alfie Days, Zoella, like I mean the entire UK clan I'm all subscribed to. And I don't know, I just watch a lot of people that kind of do stuff like that. And then I'm subscribed to a lot of food channels. I want to start cooking. I mean, my life is very busy, so I don't really have time to cook. So Chipotle and I are best friends. But yeah, I don't know. It's just I like watching videos that are different and just things that I'm not going to make a video on. It's just that's kind of what catches my eye. I watch a lot of I watch some gaming channels. I mean, kind of a good variety.
Same.
Nice. Do you ever watch Fun for Louis?
Yes, I met him. I went to a party with him.
Oh man, he's so cool. That guy's awesome. Like him and Casey Neistat are they're like my two daily must-watch videos. Like they just bring. I don't know. It's like I just sometimes think that when you're watching like vlogs and stuff, some of these guys have got it like mastered, and it kind of you just watch them and it makes you feel a little more empowered. I don't know if that makes sense, but it kind of brightens up my day a little bit just watching what these other guys are up to. And I obviously think that they always send a very positive message, which is so cool. So I'm definitely down with both of them. Do you ever watch vlogs, Kevin?
I was gonna say maybe I'm just the old fart in the room, but I don't like vlogs. Like I'll vlog from my YouTube channel. Well, no, I'll vlog.
Kevin, did you make a vlog called Vlog 12?
Yeah, but that's 12 vlogs in 1 year though. And what I'm saying is like I'll do a vlog that encompasses a month. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't like. That's the thing, dude. It's like it's hard for me to like vlog every day about something. As you said before, I don't think my life is interesting enough. Like, hey, vlog 351. Hey guys, I went to work today. I came home, ate a sandwich, and I played Xbox. Like, like I'll vlog and talk about my thoughts for that month or anything new that's happened. I'll do that. But like the daily vloggers, and I respect their game, I respect their hustle, and they're like people watch YouTube instead of TV now, which I totally get. And there needs to be people that can fill that void, and they're doing it. They're doing well. It's just not for me. That's all.
I think if you ask these people that do vlogs, I think what they'll tell you is the fact that they do the vlogs makes them go out and do something interesting every day, so that they've got a story to tell. And even Casey does some pretty boring stuff all day, but he always manages to stitch some awesome parts of the day together and come up with awesome videos. So that's your challenge, Kevin, man. Get some.
don't challenge me, man. Don't do that to me.
Get some daily vlogs, man.
And I mean, I feel weird enough holding my camera out like on my porch, let alone walking around with my camera. I don't know. Like even when I'm shooting outside of the park, I feel real weird, man. I feel like people think I'm looking at them or something. I don't know. I'm just kind of self-conscious like that. I just feel weird. I don't know. I need to get over that, man. But I don't want parents thinking I'm recording their kids or something. I don't know. That's just me.
Kevin
Oh,
going to the playground and
Exactly.
again.
yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, we got a question which is kind of strange. I don't know. Somebody, JCVP11, do you feel gaming YouTube channels are something that you could ever get into in the future? Bit of a strange question, but
No, it's not really strange. I actually started making gaming videos before I started tech. I played PC games for too many years of my life, like 11. Yeah, I mean, I like gaming. I don't know. I just think it was kind of the first big movement in YouTube, and now it's kind of just spread into other categories. So I mean, yeah, I like gaming. I always have an appreciation for it. Just the thing is, I don't want to get addicted again, or you will not see any videos from me for probably very. So that's why I have not touched my Xbox in a good long time.
What do you play? Or what did you play on PC? Sorry.
I played a game called RuneScape, unfortunately. For a living. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Nerd. Yeah.
I was pretty hardcore in Counter-Strike and all of those first-person shooters in StarCraft. I was real big into those games, which I'm not too fond about because I played the crap out of those games, man.
Mhm.
But yeah, like the whole gaming world is an interesting world, and it's so large that you see people like PewDiePie can become multimillionaire off gaming and yelling at his webcam. Like that's the American dream. Well, that's the Swedish dream right there, man. Yelling at a webcam, becoming a millionaire by playing games.
Oh, I know.
That's dude. But he was the first to do it now, and now there's like 10 million people trying to do the same thing, which is always cool. Which is always funny to see.
yeah, there's a few crazy gaming channels like with crazy amounts of subs, for sure. Some of the big ones in the UK, like Ali, I think he's like over 6 million subscribers now.
Sex million or 6 million?
6 million, man.
Oh, okay, six million.
It's always sex, man. I love,
6
I love
million.
I love it. I love his sex, man.
That's funny, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan, a comment came in that was pretty funny. My friend James on Twitter said, I'm up to understanding 3 out of every 25 words that said from Ryan. It's improving weekly. So good job on pronouncing your words better for our American.
Man, listen, like, I'll try and speak a little more clear, but I'm never going to change how I speak. If people don't understand me, then they've just got to deal with it, man.
Dude, listen, at the beginning of your M9 video, no one knows what you said at the beginning.
Yeah, that's just how I talk.
I'm gonna go watch that. I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah, that's how I talk to my friends.
Dude,
so like,
nobody know what you said, man. You're like,
right, let me say that. I'm going to set the record straight once and for all. I say this to Kevin non-stop on Hangouts when we talk, nearly every other day. English came from the United Kingdom and we introduced it to America. So don't tell us how to speak the language we brought to you guys.
Damn.
Shut up, French.
Got a point.
Dude, listen, man. After we whooped your guys' butt in 1763, we tore you guys up back in the day. So don't talk that trash, man.
Listen, you're talking that trash, and now every time you guys start a war, you've got to get the UK to come and help you. Do you know what I mean? It's
because all you guys are doing is eating tea and crumpets all the time. We want to get you guys off your fat butts. That's why, man.
You can't say UK's fat, man. America's the fattest place in the whole world.
It is. Okay.
I'm an angry Scotsman here.
I know. Listen, we only have Keaton for 3 more minutes, so let's take advantage of this guy before he runs off and
never comes back.
Well, yeah, he's gonna run off and kiss some babies or something, man. I don't know what Keaton does. So, you're gonna kiss the babies, man, because like you're that popular, man. People want to be around you, man. And look, Keaton, when YouTube is done, what you can do is you can like stud yourself out for $1 million a pop, dude. Like everybody would love to have a Keaton baby.
Wow.
KeatonBabies.com.
Dude, he is so regretting joining the show. He thought he could just stroll in with his cool hat and just everything would be like we won't mess with him. But no, it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that here at the TTBS. Like, all right, man.
I'm stressed. I am stressed.
You're stressed. All right, Keaton. So we're gonna give you a chance to talk about whatever you want to talk about to close the show. and you have unlimited reign. Whatever you want to say, what's on your mind, man. You have yourself 30 seconds. Go for it.
All right, go subscribe to Kevin and Ryan. That's pretty much it. So.
Oh, that's the best 30 seconds ever. That was beautiful. And obviously, don't subscribe to me if you don't like my accent, because I don't want you subscribing to me if you don't like my accent. There you go.
You're gonna lose all your subscribers. You're gonna have 2 subscribers. It's gonna be your mom and me because I feel bad.
As long as my mum loves me, I don't care.
There you go.
Your mum, M-U-M.
Aye, my mum.
All right.
Thank you guys so much for having me. This has been really awesome.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for coming on, man. I know you're a busy guy, so I'm really glad that we actually got to a schedule to get you in.
Yeah, sorry, but things have been crazy, so.
Yeah, man.
Cool, man. All right, well, Keaton, man, we look forward to seeing more good videos from you. We're gonna check out your personal channel, just Keaton. Make sure you send those links to us, and we'll get them published when we put this video out and post it and everything, so people can subscribe to your 2 channels. Okay, man?
Cool. Thank you so much, Kevin and Ryan, and have a good Sunday. All right.
All right, man.
You too, man.
Thanks so much.
All right.
Thanks for watching, guys.
All right. Bye.
See you.